moving along here now, we basically did all this minus all that information there. So let's just have a look at that. So we did all that here, and now we're down to here. We've done the union. We've got to do the Massprop command now, and then work out the Centrroid coordinates and all that sort of stuff. All right, so let's do that. So back to AutoCAD for a minute. Massprop command. Best way to do it is just type it in. In fact, I don't even know where it exists. Massprop. Type it in. Enter. No other command like it. So let's select this thing here. Enter. Right, it gives us this information on the screen, which is basically the Centrroid of it, which is the information we want. So we can put a little marker where the Centrroid is. It gives us the volume up here, which is and the mass, and obviously assumes it's made out of water or something, because the mass and the volume is the same. And when you add concrete, one will become heavier than the other, or not. Oh no, it's not volume, mass. What's going on here? I'll have a look at this thing here for a minute. What was the result we had? 23 cubic meters. That's, oh no, the volume is right. Yeah, no, sorry, the volume, the mass is different because yeah, we're adding 2.5 to it, so that makes sense. All right. Okay, always good to think these numbers through before you work them out, so you know you're getting about the right answer. All right, so that's what we're going to get out of that. We're not interested in anything else out of this. Go enter here. Now it's asking us to, and I only pressed enter because my screen wasn't big enough to show me everything. Write analysis to a file. Yes, we want to do that. So Y, enter. And this is a file that you need to send to me along with your drawing as your first project. Okay, so I need the drawing plus this file here, which is the MPR file. It's basically mass properties file, which really all it is a text file. All right, so I'll just put it somewhere where you can find it. So I'm just going to call it project 1, but you know, like as I said before, proceed that with your name. All right, everything you should put your name in front of it. Oh, mine's good enough. I'll do. Save that. So that's where it is. Now I'm going to go and find the file, which I've put under my documents in this instance. Okay, should be at the top. Maybe not. Where is it? There it is. This one here. All right. So that's the file there. I want to rename it. Oh no, I don't rename it. I'm just going to fix that capital A. All right, there we go. So I'm going to double click it. Now mine, when you first double click it, it'll come up and say what do you want to open it with, and I've made my computer open these files with the notepad. Worst comes to worst, just rename that MPR to TXT and it should open it up anyway. All right, but so what I'm going to do is collect this information here and put it down here for a minute, because I'm going to then copy and paste it into AutoCAD, and AutoCAD wants it in a certain format. Rather than me trying to flick over from one file to the other, just type in the numbers and risk possibly typing in the wrong number, I'm just going to formulate it over here in the right format. So that's my Centrroid there. That's the X bit of it, the Y bit of it. Copy. As I say, yours may be a bit different, especially if you haven't started from 0, copy. Or sometimes what people do is instead of 30 rebate, they put in 50, or and vice versa for the set down. So it can vary a little bit. I'm not too worried about it whether you got that wrong. You know, if you've got the set down 30 and the other way around, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's the fact that you know how to do it that matters. All right. So that's so if your number's a bit different, don't worry too much. As long as it's not too different, we can find out where the problem is at least and let you know. Okay, so that's it. That's my Centrroid is formatted, and I'll need that to put it in writing later, and also to use it to bring my little symbol in. So let's go and bring our little symbol in first. I'm just going to leave it under the sketch layer for this time. So let's there's a thing called tool palettes. They're generally under the view command. Under the view here tab. in the ribbon, and 2 pallets. Click that there. This is basically content that AutoCAD gives you when it is shipped. So if we go down to, oops, not down to, go down here, Civil, under Civil tab, you see there's a imperial samples, and there's metric. You want to go down to metric, and you can just click with the, how do you click? With the left, when you see the little hand, just click with the left mouse and move it up a bit. And you can see there's a ball metric, basically at the end of it, at the bottom. So, ball metric. So now I can click on that, and be careful with this because it'll come up and say scale 1:1. This is where people go wrong sometimes, and then they can't see it. It's just too small. Let's scale it for 1:100, okay? Because AutoCAD's got a notative scaling and it's scale aware. Now the reason it's coming up with that is because I wasn't clever enough to change it beforehand in the status bar down here. So it's saying, are you sure you want to draw this out 1:1? Most people don't. All right, so that's what it's saying. Just trying to avoid any disasters, and that's good. So let's go here, change it to 1:100. Okay, I wanted 1:100, and then let me just minimize this here. It's saying specify the insertion point. This is where I flick over to here. Instead of typing all this stuff in, I'll say, well, here's my insertion point. All right, Control C to copy it. Come back to AutoCAD here. Let's close. Yeah, you can put it there. That's just the text window. Just click down here and do Control V, or right click and paste, I suppose. And there it is. Let's see. Enter. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Love it. Where did it go up there for? That's highly embarrassing. It's not supposed to be over there, unless I didn't copy something properly. So most probably I didn't put a minus sign where I should have, or something. Yes, that is. Oh, I copied the wrong thing. There you go. I copied the wrong thing. So it's this number here is supposed to copy. I don't know why I copied the other one. Control copy. So it happens to the best of us, you know. But at least you know, I realized that it's, you know, it's way out. So let's try it again. This time let's get it right. Alright, let's go back. Yeah, I'll just delete this one here for a minute and delete. Okay, let's try it again. Make sure you're getting it from the metric. Anyway, you wanted to see it again, didn't you? Did I copy that? I think I did. Okay, let's go here. Control V. It says minus 113 this time. Alright, let's see. That's a bit better. I shouldn't be able to see it. It should be embedded in this thing here. And it should be in the right layer, but what layer am I in? Why is it white? Should be red in theory, shouldn't it? Click on here. It's a block reference. Oh, yeah, block is what we want. And the layer it's on 0. I don't know why it's in 0. Let's put it in Sketch. Alright, so anyway, we can't really see it from the top, but if we yeah, what we can do is leave one like that there, and I'll show you how to split the screen. If I go to the View tab, you can, that name, yeah. We can have it so we've got 2 vertical, like that. So one side can be like this, and the other side we can just maybe twist around from a different angle, and you can maybe change the edges here to be X-ray. So you can just, for example, you might be able to see it to there, or you might want to change it to something else. If you can't see that, you might make it wireframe. You know, that's another way of presenting it. Oh, look at all this stuff we got in here. We did wireframe. What's this? Obviously, that's interesting, isn't it? Because I thought I got rid of those things from before. They're not there. So it is worth checking with wireframe in 3D. All angles, top, bottom. Keep rotating with the Shift key, middle mouse button. You can just view this thing. All right, but anyway, the exercise says to present this thing in wireframe. In X-ray. So just put in X-ray. In split screen, that's what we want. And really, after you save this drawing, you can just send it to me. Basically, we haven't actually done the the text yet, but that's quite simple to do using the mtext command. We'll just split the screen first. Actually, we did step 7 first and 8, and then you just send those 2 files. But just doing step 6 while we've got a bit of time left. I'll just come over here. If you go to just close this here, mtext command. Alright, so mtext should be under annotate here, multi-line text. You might want to create a layer called text or something, but I've got time now. So let's go here and just create a rectangle, and all you got to do really is make sure, the text height 2.5 mil. It's 1:100 it says, which is good. It's detected my scale now should be 1:100, so it will come out right in theory. So if we go over here, just have a look at what we have to write. We have to write the Centrroid. That's easy to do. Let's go Centrroid over here. Centrroid. Type the word Centrroid in there, like that, colon, and then Control V should remember that text in there already. Enter. Write the whatever volume is it, volume, like that, and then write the little formula there. Write the formula. No, this number is the number you got to get from your MPR file. This is your number, the volume number divided by whatever. So copy that. If you just got zeros on there, you don't need to put the zeros. Copy that from in there and paste it into here again. Control V. Now for speed here, and probably running out of time, I'll leave it there, and you can type the rest of the stuff yourself. But I'll just click here to show you what I've done so far and see if it actually looks right. There you go. Issues. So lucky we've got a couple of minutes to sort that out. So what is the issue here, do we think? If we double click in here, it says it is 2.5 mil. My scale was set to 100, so I thought that should have been okay, but it's giving me some reason it's not set to 100. So let's just click on here for a minute and go to right click and properties and see what we've got. It says although it was saying it was annotative, it is not. So let's make that annotative, which means it uses the scale command. So it's worked out it's 100. But let's see. Text is and the text is paper height. It says 0.25. It's converted it back, so let's make it 2.5, for example. There we go. So let's just close that. There's always issues, all right? So it's becoming a little closer to what we wanted it to be, all right? So I'll leave you to do the formulas and all that next. All you got to do is make sure that it's sort of worked out, so that you've got. I've put that number in already, divided by that. Use your calculator basically, and then input whatever number you get from calculator. Meters cubed. How do we do meters cubed out of interest? Let's just go here. I'll just do it in this one here. Meters cubed. So if I go M, for example, yours won't be there. It will be in your result. And if I right click here and I go to there's a lot of options here, for example. Go to symbol. Is there meters cubed in here? We're in trouble now, aren't we? Go to other. So we're in trouble. Yeah, under if you just change it to say something like aerial, for example, there is a cubed option in here somewhere. Here, this one here. Select that. Select copy, and click paste. Oh, goodness me! What's it done? There it is. Just put it in. All right, so it's a bit of a mucking around to put that in. But I'll leave it there.